from millionaires.
How much money did you invest?
$150,000.
$835,000.
To everyday people.
I gave him $100,000 cash.
The Shade Room has been following the mess for weeks.
I don't give a
And now it's time to go through the receipts.
What really is going on here?
The feds are going after Cesar Pina and the real estate enterprise he built with help from DJ Envy.
If it wasn't for DJ Envy, man, I would not have invested my money.
How investigators say Pina was able to trick people into giving him millions of dollars to invest in properties, and why some of the victims say they fell for it. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Duped, deceived, and defeated. It's how many of us would feel if you wrote a check to someone with nothing to show for it. And we're talking about a lot of money, $35,000, $100,000, even $500,000. It allegedly happened to dozens of people who say they fell for Cesar Pina's scheme to flip homes and then sell them for profit. And when it was time to receive their return on investment, they say Cesar Pina's check started bouncing and he stopped answering their messages. And that's when the lawsuit started, and so did the investigations.
I never thought I'd be doing investments in real estate.
But Augie Rios says he believed in the vision.
We've helped so many people, not just regular people, but celebrities, athletes, executives.
He had never met Cesar Pina, but when Pina appeared on The Breakfast Club promoting his From Start to Flip company, he thought DJ Envy's endorsement was stamp of approval. He owns a custom car shop in New Jersey, and DJ Envy was one of his clients.
I had a couple extra bucks. I wanted to see if I could invest into something, and I thought it would be the right opportunity.
He also thought it was the right move because they were hosting seminars around the country about this.
If you want to learn more about real estate, I want to see you at our next seminar.
October 2022, Rio says he gave Pina $100,000 for a flip project. Here's a sample contract. Many of them look the same. He promised investors that they get a 20 to 45% return on investment within 5 months. This contract says, quote, once the property is sold, investor will be entitled to a return plus interest payment of $30,000. The total repayment to investor shall be $130,000.
And then that's when the fan, after about 5 or 6 months, when I was supposed to get my money back, it was about May of this year, and that's when everything started coming out.
And contact with Pina got spotty.
I finally got in contact with Cesar, and he comes by my shop and he writes me 2 checks. One check was for $100,000 and one check was for $36,000. He told me to deposit the $36,000 check and to hold off on the $100,000. So I did deposit the $36,000 check. That check cleared. About a week later, he told me to deposit the $100,000 check. I deposited that check, and that check bounced.
It's spelled out in this federal criminal complaint filed early October 2023. It says, quote, that starting at least in or around 2017, Pina began accepting investments from individual investors for the alleged purchase, remodel, and sale of specific real estate projects in New Jersey and other states. The purpose of the investment promised interest payments and the time frame for repayment, but rather than using the victim's investments as promised, Pina engaged in a Ponzi-like scheme wherein he commingled investors' money and used new victims' investments to pay off prior investors and cover personal expenditures. Rio says that he knew something was wrong when Pina showed up to a shop with a book bag full of jewelry one day.
He opened up a book bag and he took out 2 chains and a bracelet. And he says, take this, until I can pay you back. After the jewelry got dropped off, I let it die down for a little bit, maybe a week or 2. And I began texting him again. And that's when I kind of lost contact.
Nigel Chamblin went through the same dealings, but on a bigger scale.
A total of $835,000.
He's a real estate broker and investor who met Pina at one of his seminars in Atlanta last year. He gave him money to flip 3 properties in Hawthorne, Patterson, and Maplewood, New Jersey.
I sent a close friend of mine to Jersey to check the progress of the houses 4 months after I invested.
He says nothing has been done. According to court records, Pina sent the same contract that Chamblin got to dozens of people for the same properties, some of which, according to this complaint, he didn't own. It says he collected approximately $5 million to flip this Manchester Avenue property. He got the money from different investors. Quote, in and around June and July 2023, Warehouse LLC sold a property for $550,000. We're told none of the victims knew about this. None of them received a return on investment.
Prior to investing so much money, did you look at some of those records and say, wait a minute, there are multiple people attached to these properties?
I looked at the contracts, I signed them, they looked okay. I'm not a lawyer, of course, but I've seen multiple contracts and everything appeared to be okay. I was lax in doing business the regular way because I'm figuring Cesar was legit based on DJ Envy.
And that's the multi-million-dollar question. What did DJ Envy know and when? This is what he said on The Breakfast Club a few weeks ago.
I did these seminars and brought industry professionals to all these seminars, whether it was real estate agents from different markets, contractors, conventional lenders, hard money lenders. I even brought auction.com to actually show people how to purchase houses online. That's what I wanted to do for my people. Now, Cesar, if he took money, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know. But I do understand how people feel.
I'm not letting him get away with this.
Self-proclaimed real estate guru Tony the Closer has been watching this unfold from the very beginning, inviting victim after victim to tell their story on his popular social media platforms. Jose Rodriguez was one of them, who says that he invested $150,000 into a separate real estate platform called Flip to Dow with Pena and DJ Envy last summer.
The marketing and promotion didn't add up to what he was doing. It was because I had to give him 25% of the profit no matter what he was doing.
It captured so much attention that DJ Envy himself went live with Tony the Closer to clear his name.
Has anybody ever gave me $1, a dime, a nickel, a quarter, $100, $1,000, $100,000, or $500,000, or $1 million? Not one person. Because I'm making my business not to take money from nobody. Because I honestly did this to help my people. And there's not nobody else that can say that they did. I'm not part of those deals. I'm not part of anything that goes on.
But Tony the Closer says it was a move to distance himself from Pena.
This is egregious. It's disgusting. There's many people that, believed in what he was preaching. And here's the unfortunate part. It puts a stain on the entire real estate industry because there are many legitimate real estate professionals that are out here teaching and educating without taking advantage of their people.
It's led to a number of lawsuits filed against Pena and his wife Jen, naming DJ Envy, who later sued Tony the Closer for defamation. We spoke to DJ Envy's attorney, Massimo D'Angelo, by phone. He said, quote, that DJ Envy and the other investors and the victims want to know what happened, and that's the inflection point. Just to say these investors thought Cesar Pina was associated with DJ Envy is a misnomer, so you can't attach liability. Cesar Pina confirmed in his own video that DJ Envy played no part in any of these other real estate venture deals that he had going, end quote.
DJ Envy has never been in the room with me in any of these transactions for these 20 lawsuits. My wife was never in the room with me. My brother was not in the room with me. All of this falls on me.
As for Pena, we reached out to him for a comment. He wrote us saying, quote, let me clear it by my attorney. But no response after that. He has been vocal, though, on social media. This was his latest dialogue just a few days ago.
If I owe somebody, I owe somebody. Nobody is here to lie or whatever. I owe you, you sue me, or court of law will work the out, whatever it is, right? But now all these people putting this energy behind this machine, putting this energy. Whatever I am responsible for, I am responsible for. And if I hurt anybody in any way, made their life difficult, I apologize.
Cesar Pina was arrested and charged on October 18th for one count of wire fraud. He's out right now on a $1 million bond with electronic monitoring. It's important to note, too, that DJ Envy has not been charged with anything, and the lawsuits filed against him, he's pushing for those to get dismissed. His attorney also wants us to clear up something that's been circulating as far as those federal investigators allegedly raiding the iHeart radio studios in New York City. They say that never happened and it's untrue. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter. Hello, roommates, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Do you want more TSR Investigates? Be sure to subscribe and check us out at theshaderoom.com.